Hello there and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight build video. My name is Ernesto and today I want to talk about one of the best, in my opinion, best perks in this upcoming chapter, which is Fogwise. This perk is insane. The fact that it doesn't even have a cooldown. It is, I won't be surprised if they add one later on, but this thing is actually really powerful because it can grant you 6 seconds of aura reading as long as you hit your great skill checks. As you know, skill checks can come very often or sometimes randomly. I get in situation where I get skill check back to back, and if you get that situation, you hit all the skill checks, you keep refreshing this perk and constantly read the aura of the killer. Not counting that, if you pair it with alert, which any action performed by the killer, it will give you additional 5 seconds. So any breaking pallets, kicking gens, it will also give you aura value. So let's say, for example, like the killer hits a pallet or kicks a gen, you get a 5 second, and let's say a second after this expired, you hit a great skill checks. That's an additional 6 second aura reading in total of 11 seconds. That's an insane value. And basically, while I've been using this build, I really get hooked during the match because I know exactly what the killer is doing the entire match. It is crazy. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to be surprised this gets nerfed, but this is going to become very meta once this chapter drops because this perk is extremely good. Now, in my opinion, the best supplement for this kind of build is distortion, because distortion is gonna block any aura reading perks that the killer has against you or against survivor, like barbecue and chili, like infection, even infection fry. When you scream, you will not see the bubble. You will scream, but the killer will not see the bubble. So This perk is actually very underrated, and it will help you to know a lot even at the beginning of the trial. Is the killer has lethal pursuer. During the trial, if they have barbecue and chili, or they have infection fried, or if they have any aura reading perks, even the new one from the killer, nowhere to hide, it will definitely help you to be off the record. You have 3 tokens, so do we need at some point to get into the terror radius to gain more tokens back? This perk perfectly synergizes for the purpose of this build. Is just to be able to see the killer at all times during the match, but also the killer won't be able to see you. Now in the exhaustion perk, which you always have to have one anyways, I prefer sprint burst because I'm mostly doing generators most of the time, and because that's obviously the objective of the game. So if I know that the killer is coming for me because these 2 perks gave me some information, I can dip way ahead before the killer even gets to the location I was at. Probably the killer would decide to not chase you at all because you're already too far, and it will kick the gen. Now you have alert, give you information what is the killer next move. If the killer is gonna go and chase you, is the killer is just gonna go somewhere else, and then you can come back work in that generator. So I prefer sprint personally, or you can do Tryhard or all that sort of stuff, or you can do other perks that you prefer. But the core of this build are these 3 perks that is gonna help you to have information at all times, and I think it's very toxic build, to be honest. So what is the #1 counter for this perk from the killer side? I feel like Fearmonger is gonna become more popular if this become meta, because Fearmonger would definitely shut down this perk and alert as well. As long as you're working in a generator, get ready. Don't be surprised you see more people running Fearmonger now. And also another perk that now the killer can have more value of is Gearhead. So Gearhead, what it's gonna do, every time you hit a skill check, the killer has 10 seconds of aura reading of that person that hit the skill check. So is there nothing going on the match, and you hear that great skill check and automatically consumes 1 distortion token, that means that he has Gearhead. So what you can do in this situation, you can not hear any great skill check at all until you get more tokens back. But that's what I will play if I know that the killer has Gearhead. The other counter for this build is Third Seal, even though it's not a very common perk, but it could become more common now. It's a hex perk from the killer, and it's from the hag. So I haven't seen that many. Me as a killer, I haven't used that perk at all. I don't think this is that useful. It only pretty much shuts down people that use window opportunity, in my opinion. I think that's way more effective. But against this can also work if you get hit. I think so those 3 perks are the most popular ones against this build, so keep that in mind. There's actually counters, but most killers run the same stuff, because I play killer myself, and I know most of the most effective high MMR perks that they use, and usually Fearmonger is not one of them. Gearhead is not one of them, but the meta can change, you never know. This perk, I won't be surprised if it gets nerfed, because this is super stupid powerful, and I think from all the 3 perks that we have from the survivor side, this is the best one, especially if you're running solo queue. This will help you a lot to know what to do if you see the killer coming for you. Definitely this is gonna be one of my main loadouts, because I enjoy this a lot, and it definitely leaves killers scratching their heads, where is this person in the entire trial. So yeah guys, this is the build. If you like it, hit that subscribe button. I will post more videos for you guys, and I stream DBD every night on Twitch, so if you wanna just come by and say hi and hit that subscribe to be notified every time I stream or go live, feel free to do so, and I'll catch you guys on the next build video. See you guys. Peace.